yeah. When it slows down, you breathe. Feels like the cold never finds me. Oh, oh. Snow on the windows, holding its breath. But you walk in and the room warms next. Your scarf still carries the night outside, but your eyes say stay, you don't need to hide. The world turns pale, but not in here. I feel your footsteps drawing near. You take off the coat like it's just a coat, and I melt a little more with every note. You don't speak much, you never do, but your quiet feels like a truth, and every moment soft and slow tells me things I think you know. Winter softens where you stand, even frost lets go your hand. Every breath you leave behind warms a place inside of mine. Hold your silence next to me, let the cold fall where it needs. Winter fades under your touch. Didn't think I'd need this much. Yeah. You brush the snowflakes out of your hair. Light freezes time when you're standing there. Your laughter barely softly falls, like warmth sneaking past my walls. Outside is frozen, sharp and white, but you change seasons from the inside. Even the wind stops trying to speak. When your heartbeat leans on me, you don't rush love, you never would. You move slow like winter should, and this quiet you bring in feels like where my nights begin. Winter softens where you stand, even frost lets go your hand. Every breath you leave behind warms a place inside of mine. Hold your silence next to me, let the cold fall where it needs. When it fades under your touch, didn't think I'd need this much. Stay a little longer here, close enough for me to hear every thought you try to save, every fear you keep tucked away. Let the night do what it does, let it wrap around the both of us. If winter wants the world to freeze, it can try, but not with me. Winter softens where you stand, even frost lets go your hand, and the warmth inside your voice makes the quiet feel like choice. So hold your silence next to me, let the cold fall where it needs. Winter fades under your touch, didn't know I'd need this much. Winter softens whenever you stand close to me. The room still holds you, like you never really left. Your coat is gone, but your heat remains, still floating in the air like your name. The chair you leaned on feels half awake, like it knows the shape your shoulders make. The window's cold, but the room is not. You trace warmth in every spot, even the floor remembers your weight. Soft and slow, know the way you wait. You don't ever rush your goodbyes. You leave them written in the light. And when the door clicks gently shut, it feels like you're still close enough. It's the quiet warmth you leave behind, like winter pauses when you're mine. Every breath you left in here feels like something pulling near. You don't speak it, still I feel all the ways your silence heals. In the empty room I find the quiet warmth you leave behind. Your laughter lingers in the space, a softer shadow of your face. The night grows colder past the door, but somehow I don't fear it anymore. Your scent still holding to my sleeves, like you told it not to leave. Even the silence knows your touch, it wraps around me just enough. You don't need to call it love, you just breathe and that's enough. Every small and gentle trace turns a cold into a safer place. It's the quiet warmth you leave behind, like winter pauses when you're mine. Every breath you left in here feels like something pulling near. You don't speak it, still I feel all the ways your silence heals. In the empty room I find the quiet warmth you leave behind. Maybe this is how you stay, in the places where the shadows play, in the softness you forget you give, in the warmth you didn't know you lived. I keep the lights low when you're gone, let your afterglow stay on. And in the hush you left tonight, I breathe you back into the light. It's the quiet warmth you leave behind, even winter falls in line. Every breath you left in here still pulls something close and clear. You don't say it, still I know. Every warmth you give me grows in the quiet I still find. The quiet warmth you leave behind. Still here, still warm. Still here, still warm. Still here, still warm. Feels like the cold is learning you, like the room remembers every move. The night was freezing till you came. Now every shadow hums your name. The window shakes against the wind, but somehow I'm where you have been. Your footprints melt across the floor. The air feels softer than before. Even the dark outside, the pain turns quiet when you breathe my name. And I don't know how you do it, how you shift the room right through it. When the winter starts to bite, you turn the cold into a softer light. You're where the cold turns into light, where the quiet finds its voice at night. Every moment that you stay pulls a winter miles away. You're where the cold turns into light, where the frost gives up without a fight. In a world that's touch is slow but never weak, the kind that settles in my sleep. Your warmth stays long after you go, a quiet ember in the snow. The night grows heavy past the door, but not as heavy as before. You leave a glow along my skin, a place where winter can't get in. And I don't know how you do it, how your calm cuts right through it. Even when the night turns white, you turn the cold into a softer light. You're where the cold turns into light, where the quiet finds its voice at night. Every moment that you stay pulls the winter miles away. You're where the cold turns into light, where the frost gets up without a fight. In a world that's losing heat, you make the silence feel complete. Yeah. Maybe warmth was never fire, maybe it's the way you are. Every breath into my chest, teaching when I how to rest. I don't need a sunrise, you're the spot behind my eyes. Even when the sky feels dim, you turn a cold to gold again. You're where the cold turns into light, where the quiet leans on me at night. Every moment that you stay drives the empty chill away. You're where the cold turns into light, where my worry learns what warm feels like. Even in the longest night, you turn the cold into a softer light. Stay close, keep the light on.
It's been a cold year, colder nights, learning to sleep without the lights. Every window felt too wide, every quiet pulled me aside. And suddenly you walked in slow, and something shifted in the snow. Your voice felt like a quiet flame, melting walls that never had a name. And I don't know how to phrase it, but you found the space and stayed in all the places I kept hidden. You warmed them without permission. You're the warmth I didn't know I needed, a gentle truth that softly pleaded, a breath that thawed the frozen parts, a touch that echoed through my heart. You're the warmth I didn't know I needed, a quiet hope I almost deleted, in a winter built from silent fears. You're the reason the cold disappears. I used to think I liked the cold and matched the stories I was told, but now your hands undo the freeze. Your presence moves like winter's ease. The nights don't linger like before, the draft stops whispering through the door. Your laughter paints a golden trace, a glow I feel in every space. And I don't know how to phrase it, but you change the air I'm cased in. You undo the quiet tension with a warmth I never mentioned. You're the warmth I didn't know I needed, a gentle truth that softly pleaded, a breath that thawed the frozen parts, a touch that echoed through my heart. You're the warmth I didn't know I needed, a quiet hope I almost deleted, in a winter built from silent fears. You're the reason the cold disappears. I didn't know how cold I was till your voice lit up the dust. lost, didn't know how dim I felt. Till your hands taught light to melt. If winter comes again someday, I hope you stay to keep it safe. Because your warmth is something new, but somehow feels like something true. You're the warmth I didn't know I needed. Soft and steady, undefeated. In the quiet where my shadows lay, you brought the gentle back my way. You're the warmth I didn't know I needed. The part of me I finally heeded. In a world that turns to gray so fast, you're the warmth I pray will last. Stay warm with me. Don't go far. Stay warm with me. Don't go far.
Nights remember more than we do. Yeah. Some places keep our echoes. This room remembers when you stay, the way your shadow softly play, your laughter resting in the air, like something warm you left somewhere. The window fog where you would lean, your touch still shaped around the seam. And even now the silence hums, like it's expecting you to come. I walk around and hear your name in every soft unfinished flame. The night recalls what I forget, all the words we never said, yeah. This is where the night still knows my name, where your warmth and mine once felt the same. Every corner still remembers you, even if I say I made it through. This is where the night still knows my name, where the quiet burns like gentle flame. I don't claim a final hold, just learning how to hold my soul. Your coat once hung beside my door, now the wall just misses more. Your humming lingers in the vents, your breath is in the coldest scent. I try to sleep but hear your tone in every light that flickers on. The room still keeps your heartbeats pace, like time's afraid to lose your trace. I walk around and hear your name in every soft unfinished flame. The night recalls what I forget, all the feelings I'm not done with yet. This is where the night still knows my name, where your warmth and mine once felt the same. Every corner still remembers you, even if I say I made it through. This is where the night still knows my name, where the quiet burns like gentle flame. I don't claim I'm fine or whole, just learning how to hold my soul. Maybe love just lingers slow, long after someone lets it go. Maybe warmth stays on the skin, long after winter settles in. If you return someday again, this room will breathe like back then. Till that moment's real enough, I'll sit with echoes of your love. This is where the night still knows my name, where the dark and I confess the same. I still feel you in the space we kept, some nights louder than the tears I've wept. This is where the night still knows my name, where the memories don't forget the flame. I won't blame the night for holding you, I'm still learning how to let it do. The night still whispers you. I still whisper you.
I trace the spaces you once filled, the parts of me you warmed, you still. Now every breath inside this room falls softer than December gloom. The frost is pressed against the pane, a quiet ache that says your name. I wrap my hands around my sleeves, but some cold doesn't ever leave. I try to tell myself I'm fine, but winter hides between the lines, and every place you used to stay feels snowbound in a tender way. There's snowfall where your heart should be, drifting through the memory. Every touch you left behind fades like warmth I can't rewind. There's snowfall where your heart should be, snowfall where your heart should be, filling in the parts of me. If love was fire, it's gone cold, but I still feel you in the hole. Your shadow lives in folded sheets, where your body's rhythm used to beat. I pull the blankets to my chin, but warmth won't come from cloth or skin. Your voice still lingers near the wall, like something whispering through the fall. And though I know you're gone for real, some winter stays in how I feel. I try to tell myself I'm fine, but winter hides between the lines, and every step I try to take feels fragile like a frozen lake. There's snowfall where your heart should be, drifting through the memory. Every touch you left behind fades like warmth I can't rewind. There's snowfall, snowfall where your heart should be, filling in the parts of me. If love was fire, it's gone cold, but I still feel you in the hole. Maybe someday the cold will live, maybe time will soften this drift, but tonight the silence speaks of you, in every shade of winter blue. I breathe out warm, but breathe in hurt. You're gone, but shadows still assert that love can't freeze in quiet ways, and thought to slow on winter days. There's snowfall where your heart should be, soft and slow endlessly. Though the warmth has slipped away, your memory still wants to stay. There's snowfall where your heart, there's snowfall where your heart should be, covering what's left of me. If love was something meant to keep, why is winter resting where you sleep? Snowfall where your heartbeat used to be.
Stay close a little longer. Yeah.
The cold can't wait outside.
Snow lines the edges of my skin. I breathe you in, the thaw begins. Your foot Footsteps melt the frozen floor, like winter's not so cold anymore.
You warm the shadows when you speak, turn every quiet into something deep. Your voice moves gently through my chest, soft enough to give me rest.
We don't have to name the heat, just let our pulses softly meet. The cold can drift, we'll stay right here where breath and heartbeat disappear.
We melt in the quiet
Between us, where winter forgets how to freeze us.
in the hush where your warmth starts mine.
Everything cold falls out of time.
We melt in the quiet
Between us, where the softest touch can free us. Even if the night turns blue, I'll melt a little more with you.
Your hands undo the weight I hide, they move the winter from my side. Even the frost against the glass feels gentle when you lean and ask.
I never knew the cold I kept until your warmth inside me crept.
You teach the night to breathe again
with every place your skin has been.
We don't have to rush the heat, just let our pulses softly meet.
The night can slow, we'll keep it warm. Two shadows folding into form.
We melt in the quiet between us, where winter forgets how to freeze us. In the hush where your warmth starts mine.
Everything cold falls out of time.
We melt in the quiet
Between us, where the softest touch can free us.
Even if the night turns blue,
I'll melt a little more with you.
lean closer, let the cold fade out. I feel your warmth erase my doubt.
Let's give the night a softer pace.
Let's melt the space between the space. We melt in the quiet between us, where winter forgets how to freeze us.
Every breath you give to me turns the cold to memory. We melt in the quiet between us, where even silence feels like trust. Hold me while the night moves through, I'll melt a little more with you.
Stay, don't move yet. Let's melt a little more.
Yeah, the night hears everything. The air knows what I'm hiding. Cold breath rising as I walk. Midnight streets don't need my talk. Every step feels soft and slow, like the dark already know. Your voice still lingers in my coat, a quiet sound my heart rewrote. The street lamps blur in winter haze, like memories I can't erase. And maybe it's the winter's truth, but I feel closer when I think of you, even when the words won't stay. The midnight air knows what I don't say. The midnight air knows what I don't say. Knows the warmth I push away. Every breath I meant for you still hangs above the avenue. The midnight air knows what I don't say. Reads the things I meant to pray. Even when I walk alone, it is the heart I never show. Your shadow moves try to hide the way I feel, but when it pulls out every real, my hands stay buried in my sleeves, like holding warmth I can't retrieve it. Your absence follows where I go, a softer rain beneath the snow. And maybe it's the winter's truth, but I feel closer when I think of you. Even when my voice won't stay, the midnight air knows what I don't say. The midnight air knows what I don't say. Knows the warmth I push away. Every breath I meant for you still hangs above the avenue. The midnight air knows what I don't say. Reads the things I meant to pray. Even when I walk alone, it hears the heart I never show. Maybe silence speaks for me, carries what I cannot be. Maybe winter holds the sound of all the words I keep around. If you stood here next to me, you'd hear them fall so easily. But till the night finds its way, the midnight air holds what I can't say. The midnight air knows what I can't say. Knows the truths I hide away. Every breath still meant for you floats somewhere in the frozen blue. The midnight air knows what I don't say. Knows my heart won't slip away. Even when you're far tonight, it hears me better than the light.
It still feels like you. The morning hits the window slow, a pale reminder of your glow. The way it lands across the bed feels like the warmth you used to spread. I hold my breath so it won't fade, like capturing the love we made. But even shadows know the truth. The light remembers more of you, and I'm not sure what hurts the most, the empty space or what it holds. But every soft and golden hue knows parts of me I shared with you. The light remembers you better than I do, holds the warmth I tried to undo. Every ray that fills this room feels like us before the gloom. The light remembers you better than I do, keeps your shape in the quiet blue. Even when I look away, your memory stays in the day. The mirror keeps your laughter's trace, a softer echo of your face. The way you leaned against the frame feels like a whisper of your name. I touch the space where you once stood. The world once felt so understood. But even silence calls for proof. The light recalls the tender truth. And I'm not sure what hurts the most, the empty space or what it holds. But every shadow that you threw still moves like it remembers you. The light remembers you better than I do, holds the warmth I try to undo. Every ray that fills this room feels like us before the gloom. The light remembers you better than I do, waves across the panes. Maybe grief is just a way the heart keeps learning how to stay. I try to move beyond the past, but when the nights don't move that fast, and even dawn won't let you go, your shadows stay inside its glow. The light remembers you better than I do, holds the warmth I always knew. Every tender shining line feels like you were once still mine. The light remembers you better than I do, keeps the room from turning blue. Even when I close my eyes, you linger where the sunlight lies. The light still knows your name.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. I didn't notice how you breathed, how quiet fell when you would leave. Didn't see the softness in your hands, or how you stood in every plan. But winter comes with fewer sounds, more room for truth to come around. And in the cold I start to see the things you meant quietly. Maybe I was moving fast, too fast to feel what really lasts. But in the hush of frozen nights, your memory turns on the lights. These are the things the winter made me notice, the warmth you left inside my focus, the way your touch still haunts the air, like something soft that's always there. These are the things the winter made me see, the parts of you still living in me. I tried to lose the truth somehow, but winter brings it back right now. I didn't notice how you'd stay, even when I drift away. Didn't hear the tremble in your laugh, or how you held the weaker half. But winter clears the world outside, leaves just the thoughts I used to hide. And in the quiet, stripped and bare, I feel your presence everywhere. Maybe I was moving fast, too fast to feel what really lasts. But in the hush of frozen nights, your shadow learns to speak in light. These are the things the winter made me notice, the warmth you left inside my focus, the way your touch still haunts the air, like something soft that's always there. These are the things the winter made me see, the parts of you still living in me. I try to lose the truth somehow, but winter brings it back right now. Now even cold feels like your breath, a memory that won't forget it. And though you're gone, I still can find your outline somewhere in my mind. Winter saves what I dismiss, holds it still so I can't miss. Every truth I pushed aside, it brings it back, clarify. These are the things the winter made me notice, the warmth you left inside my focus, the way the quiet calls your name, still flickering like a fragile flame. These are the things the winter
quiet streets. My breath a cloud that slowly meets. The coldness settles near my face, but still there's warmth I can't erase. Your memory moves beneath my skin, a soft reminder now and then. Even the frost can't push it far. It glows like some familiar star. And I don't try to chase it down, it just appears without a sound. Some loves don't ever really leave, they warm the air that we still breathe. This is where her heart stays warmest, in the memory she can't distort. In the quiet where he once stood, love still echoes something good. This is where her heart stays warmest, even when the cold feels sharpest. Some warmth doesn't disappear, it lingers softly, year to year to year to year to year. The nights grow longer, still I find your shadow resting on mine. The way you spoke, the way you cared, still flickers softly, unprepared. I try to move the way I should, but winter brings your name like wood cracking in a quiet flame, a sound that gently calls my name. And I don't try to chase it down, it just appears without a sound. Some loves don't ever really fade, they stay in places we once made. This is where her heart stays warmest, in the memory she can't distort. In the quiet where he once stood, love still echoes something good. This is where her heart stays warmest, even when the cold feels sharpest. Some warmth doesn't disappear, it lingers softly, year to year to year to year. Maybe winter keeps the truth, makes us softer than our youth. Maybe warmth that doesn't show still lives in places we don't know. Your kindness lives in winter's hush, a fragile heat beneath the brush. And though you're gone, I still can't say your warmth has never slipped away. This is where her heart stays warm, in the pieces time ignored. In the space you used to be, still lies a quiet memory. This is where her heart stays warmest, even when the night feels coldest. Some warmth lives inside the past, and when it teaches it to last, and when it teaches it to last. Somewhere warm inside the cold, somewhere warm inside the cold, somewhere warm inside the cold, somewhere
The room grows still when night comes in, the kind of stillness born within. My thoughts move slow along the floor, like they've been waiting at the door. The cold outside begins to creep, but here the silence makes me speak. It tells me things I tried to hide, the truths I kept too far inside. And suddenly I hear it clear, the words I never let you hear. Winter strips the noise away, and leaves the things I meant to say. This is what the quiet finally told me, that your warmth was something holy, that I held you wrong by holding back, afraid of things I didn't lack. This is what the quiet finally said, that I kept love inside my head. And now the winter speaks your name, softly but it sounds the same. Your shadow moves in memory's light, a gentle echo through the night. I feel the things I left unsaid sit heavy on the empty bed. The quiet doesn't let me run, it fills the space of everyone. And in the hush of winter's breath, your truth returns in every step. It's strange how silence makes it real. All the feelings I used to steal, I hear them now without escape. Every outline, every shape. This is what the quiet finally told me, that your warmth was something holy, that I held you wrong by holding back, afraid of things I didn't lack. This is what the quiet finally said, that I kept love inside my head. And now the winter speaks your name, softly but it sounds the same. Maybe quiet was the cure for all the things I wasn't sure. Maybe winter gave me space to see what stayed, what left a trace. If you were here beside me now, I'd tell the truth, I'd show you how. The quiet led me to confess the warmth I lost in my own mess. This is what the quiet finally showed me, that love was bigger than it owed me, that you were something I betrayed by holding words I should have said. This is what the quiet still repeats, your love was warmth I failed to meet. And as the winter speaks your name, I finally feel its weight, its flame. Makes the truth too loud to hide. Winter makes the truth too loud to hide.
Winter keeps the things I lose, holds them till I'm ready to feel again. Some feelings melt when seasons change, but mine stay quiet, rearranged. I thought I left you in the fall, but winter kept your name through all. The frost remember where we stood, the cold out under what felt good. And now the night reveals to me what I was too hurt to see. The winter didn't let it fade, it saved the warmth the autumn made. And now the truth comes back in light, in every soft December night. This is where the winter saved my feelings, held them safe without revealing. All the warmth I thought was gone still glows times to clear. Your voice returns in quiet ways, the faded warmth, the cold replace. I hear it when the night turns slow, a tender echo in the snow. I'm learning not to run away from all the things I meant to say. The winter walls don't break apart, they hold the pieces of my heart. The winter didn't let it fade, it saved the warmth the autumn made. And now the truth comes back in light in every soft December night. This is where the winter saved my feelings, held them safe without revealing. All the warmth I thought was gone still glows when winter lingers on. This is where the winter kept it steady till my heart was finally ready. Some love doesn't disappear, it waits for colder times to clear. Maybe healing slow and cold, a quiet story being told. Maybe winter knew the part of love I hid inside my heart. It kept it warm beneath the frost, protected what I thought I lost. And now I feel it come alive, a warmth I thought I'd not revive. This is where the winter saved my feelings, kept them soft, kept them believing. Every truth I locked away returns with winter's gentle sway. This is where the winter held me still till I could feel the way I will. Some love doesn't disappear, it waits for winter to draw near. Winter keeps what I can't face.
Winter shows us what stays.
Yeah.
Even after everything fades, I kept your warmth inside my sleeves,
A tiny glow the cold believes.
even when the nights grew hard.
Your memory stayed faint, not scarred, and I kept pieces of your smile tucked away, a quiet mile. Didn't know I held them tight till winter brought them back in light.
Maybe love just changes shape.
Maybe it's not gone, just wait.
Winter shows what doesn't fold, what the heart refused to cold.
This is what we still keep from the cold. Little truths we never told, even when the world moved on. Some warmth stay quietly strong. This is what we still keep from the cold. Soft reminders loved ones held.
In the quiet we both know, some things winter doesn't let go.
I thought I lost the way you cared,
But winter kept the ways we shared.
it brought them back in gentle ways, like footprints hidden in the haze. I thought I buried every part, but winter warmed my frozen heart. It whispered pieces of your name, and nothing felt quite sharp the same.
Maybe healing takes its time.
Maybe warmth is half a rhyme.
Winter keeps what we outgrow until we're ready for it to show. This is what we still keep from the cold. Little truths we never told, even when the world moved on. some warmth, stay quietly strong.
This is what we still keep from the cold.
Soft-minded loved ones
said,
maybe we were not meant to stay,
but meant to warm each other's way.
Maybe love was just a spark,
lighting pieces in the dark.
I don't need to claim your name,
I don't need to reignite the flame.
just knowing what we held before still melts the cold a little more. This is what we still keep from the cold, the tender parts we can't withhold.
Every truth we left behind
returns when winter clears the mind. This is what we still keep from the cold, not to claim but to behold. Even when we walk alone, someone follows on its own.
Someone always stays. Even in the coldest days.
Hey, yeah. Winter makes the mirror clearer, shows me things I missed before. The nights grow long, I feel the weight. The quiet teaches me to wait. There's something honest in the cold, the kind of truth I never told. The streetlights hum like they recall a softer version of it all. And as the winter settles in, it shows me who I've always been. I hear my heart beat loud and plain, no noise to drown the hidden pain. In all the stillness I can see the parts of me I didn't meet. This is the way winter shows me who I am, strips the noise until I understand all the things I held too tight, all the truths I hid. This is the way winter calls me out, soft but certain without doubt. Even when the cold is strong, it teaches where my heart belongs. I walk the same streets we once knew, but now they speak in shades of blue. Not sadness, just a quiet hum, a sense of where my thoughts come from. You're not the ghost I used to chase, just warmth that time refused to erase. And when it tells me in its tone I wasn't meant to heal alone, your shadow doesn't make me break, it's just a memory I take, a piece of what I learned to feel, a part of how I learned to heal. This is the way winter shows me who I am, strips the noise until I understand all the things I held too tight, all the truths I hid from light. Winter calls me out, soft but certain without doubt. Even when the cold is strong, it teaches where my heart belongs. Maybe winter makes me brave, enough to see what I once saved, enough to say I wasn't right, enough to stand inside the night. Maybe healing needs the cold to break the quiet things I hold. And now I stand here not the same, winter made me speak my name. This is the way winter shows me who I am, gentle lessons in the land, every breath a quiet guide, every truth I kept inside. This is how the cold becomes my friend, teaching where beginnings end. Even when the dark feels long, it brings me back to where I'm strong. Yeah. Widow makes the mirror clear.
Didn't know the quiet could feel like this. Didn't know I could warm my own skin. For so long I chased a flame, thinking love and warmth were the same. Thought I needed someone's hand to help me learn where I could stand. But winter slows the heart enough to see the truth beneath the tub. And in the hush of frozen skies I found a warmth behind my eyes. I never thought the cold could show how much of me I didn't know. But in the silence soft and wide, I felt the heat I keep inside. This is the warmth I find when I'm alone, a quiet fire I've always known, a gentle glow beneath my chest, a place where all my fears can rest. This is the warmth I find in my own space, a softer pulse I used to chase. I thought I needed someone's flame, but warmth was mine before it came. I used to fear the empty nights, now they hold me in their lights. The way the winter breeze so slow reminds me I can let things go. Your shadow doesn't haunt the dark, it's just a soft and harmless mark. And when the cold sits on my skin, I hear my voice from deep within. I never thought the cold could show how much of me I didn't know. But in the silence soft and wide, I felt the heat I keep inside. This is the warmth I find when I'm alone, a quiet fire I've always known, a gentle glow beneath my chest, a place where all my fears can rest. This is the warmth I find in my own space, a softer pulse I used to chase. I thought I needed someone's flame, but warmth was mine before it came. Maybe love begins this way, in rooms where only I can stay. Maybe healing starts with me, not in who I want to be. Winter taught me how to stay, without the warmth I walked away. But in the stillness pure and true, I found a warmer version too. This is the warmth I find when I'm alone, a steady glow that's all my own. And even when the cold is near, it cannot take what's grown in here. This is the warmth I finally see, a quiet flame inside of me. I thought I needed someone's flame, but warmth was mine before you came. I can hold my own heat now.
Night is cold but not unkind, like it's holding space for my mind. Streetlights hum a quiet tune, shadows stretch across the moon. I used to fear these empty streets, Thought silence meant some kind of defeat, but now I hear the world exhale, and every breath rewrites the tale. And maybe healing starts this slow. One small truth the night let show. Every step back home I take feels lighter than the hearts I break. This is where the night waits for me, soft and patient, quietly. Not to judge the way I've been, just to let the cold sink in. This is where the quiet feels warm, where grief can lose its hardest form. I walk alone but finally see, this is where the night waits for me. I pass the places we once knew, but they don't ache the way they used to. Your laughter still hangs in the air, but now it feels like you were there. The wind reminds me I'm still here, not lost, not gone, not disappeared. And as my footsteps find their beat, I hear my heart sink with the street. Maybe peace arrives like snow, falling slow so I can grow. Not a blaze, not something bright, just quiet truths beneath the night. This is where the night waits for, soft and patient, quietly. Not to judge the way I've been, just to let the cold sink in. This is where the quiet feels warm, where grief can lose its hardest form. I walk alone but finally see, this is where the night waits for me. If love returns, it'll know the way through streets where I learned not to stray, through breath I found in winter's air, through nights that taught me how to care. This is where the night waits for me, soft and patient, quietly. Not to fix or make me new, just to hold what I've been through. This is where the quiet feels warm, where broken things can change their form. I walk alone but I am free. This is where the night waits for me. This is where the night waits for me. Yeah. The cold don't bite the same tonight.
It's quiet enough to hear my thoughts again. Feels like winter is listening tonight. Snowlight on my shoulders, falling soft like whispered closure. Every step a memory kept, every breath a promise left. I used to chase the warmest room, run from all my quiet wounds. But winter comes to teach me slow, some truths only the cold can show. And I don't mind the hush tonight, the way the dark holds gentle light. I walk alone but feel the air move like someone standing there. Snowlight on my shoulders, warm and thin, touching places I've been holding in. Maybe healing starts a little cold, not icy, just honest, a story retold. Snowlight on my shoulders, soft and true, falling slow the way I once felt for you. And even if the night feels wide, I finally feel myself inside. Footprints fade behind my heels, like letting go of what I feel. The world keeps turning, quiet, slow, helping me release what I used to know. Your voice still drifts on winter wind, not sharp, not loud, not pulling me in. Just something real I used to be, a softer part that's still in me. And maybe love won't break again, not if I hold it like a friend, not if I learn the gentle art of touching light with open heart. On my shoulders, touching places I've been holding. Maybe healing starts a little cold, not icy, just honest, a story retold. Snowlight on my shoulders, soft and true, falling slow the way I once fell for you. And even if the night feels wide, I finally feel myself inside. And if tomorrow brings the sun, I'll breathe like healing's just begun. But if the cold decides to stay, I'll walk with peace beside my way. Snowlight on my shoulders, soft, sincere, light in everything I used to fear. Winter whispers what my heart can keep, a place that lets my sorrow sleep. Snowlight on my shoulders, soft, sincere, light in everything I used to fear. Winter whispers what my heart can keep, a place that lets my sorrow sleep. It's quiet. It's quiet, but I'm not alone tonight.
Cold air. Held there, but it's all kinda cold. Looks like winter still remembers us. Winters like this make me feel every truth I try to seal. Your name lives in the quiet air, like you're standing almost there. The streetlights hum a golden lake, each shadow feeling more awake. I walk alone but I can't tell, not every distance means farewell. And I've been learning how to stay inside the warmth of yesterday, not stuck just holding something right, letting it guide me through the night. Winters like this carry a voice, soft like a half-forgotten choice, a whisper that says I'm not undone, just walking slower toward the sun. Winters like this feel strangely kind, cold hands but a steady mind. And somehow in the frost and hush, I hear the heartbeat I still trust. Some nights feel wide, some nights feel small, but winter helps me hear it all. The hopes I kept beneath my breath, the fears I tried to starve to death. Your memory's not away tonight, more like a lantern giving light. It doesn't pull, it doesn't burn, just something warm I still return. And maybe love was meant to stay in quieter forms along the way, a gentle echo, soft and fair, not haunting, just still there. Winters like this carry a voice, soft like a half-forgotten choice, a whisper that says I'm not undone, just walking slower toward the sun. Winters like this feel strangely kind, cold hands but a steady mind. And somehow in the frost and hush, I hear the heartbeat I still trust. Maybe healing comes like snow, falling quiet, falling slow. Not asking much, not making sound, just covering the colder ground. to remind me how I'm breathing easier somehow. The cold feels real but not untrue. It's just a place I picture. Winters like winters like this. Maybe that's enough tonight.
It's colder now, but not everywhere. Some places still feel like you. There's a warmth you left behind in the corner of my mind, in the sweater on the chair, in the way you breathe my air. Winter tries to take its claim, draw my hands into its frame. But even when the frost sets in, I still feel where you have been. And maybe that's the cruelest part, the heat that lingers in my heart. But maybe also it's the grace that keeps me steady in this place. The warmth you left behind remains, soft like light through window panes. It fills the spaces and I can't hold a quiet fire against the cold. The warmth you left behind is real, a trace of love I still can feel. Not burning bright, not burning through, just warm enough to walk me through. Every step along the street echoes where we used to meet. Snowflakes fall like subtle truth. Not every ending steals the proof. Your voice lives inside the hush, in every soft December rush. Not calling back, not pulling near, just enough to calm the fear. And I don't fight the winter air, somehow I sense you're still in there. A memory dressed in gentle light, a presence quiet in the night. The warmth you left behind remains, soft like light through window panes. It fills the spaces and I can't hold a quiet fire against the cold. The warmth you left behind is real, a trace of love I still can feel. Not burning bright, not burning through, just warm enough to walk me through. Maybe healing takes its time, moving slow through winter's rhyme. But if your warmth must fade away tonight, it's here tonight, it stays. The warmth you left behind remains, a steady pulse within my veins. And if tomorrow feels less kind, I'll keep the glow you left behind. Yeah, still warm, still warm, still warm, still warm, still warm.
Yeah, the cold hits different tonight. But not everywhere. There are places in my chest where the cold just can't unrest. Corners lined with what you gave, little lies I couldn't say. Winter tries to find its way through the cracks of every day. But something warm keeps holding on, a quiet echo when you're gone. And even when the night feels wide, I feel your warmth from deep inside, not pulling me to what we were, just showing me what still occurs. Where the cold can't reach you, say, soft as breath on a winter day, a memory wrapped around my spine, a steady pulse that once was mine. Where the cold can't reach, I find pieces of us left behind, not haunting me, not asking why, just living gently, staying dry. Snow collects along the glass, moments freeze and moments pass, but in the quiet I can tell some part of you still wishes well. Every streetlight hums your name, not in grief, not in blame, just a whisper in the air, saying warmth is still out there. Maybe love just changes shape, something soft we can't escape, not burning hot, not turning cold, just something warm enough to hold. Where the cold can't reach, you stay, soft as breath on a winter day, a memory wrapped around my spine, a steady pulse that once was mine. Where the cold can't reach, I find pieces of us left behind, not haunting me, not asking why, just living gently, staying dry. If healing moves like falling snow, quiet steps, a steady glow, then maybe what you left in me was warmth that wanted to stay free. Where the cold can't reach, I go, every time the north winds blow. And though the world is dressed in white, I feel your warmth beneath the night. It's quiet, somehow full. Some things only winter lets us hear.
I kept your name inside my sleeve, close enough I couldn't leave. Every winter night I'd find traces of you in my mind. I tried to let the silence stay, but silence still recalls your way. Your warmth, your eyes, the things you said, they live in corners of my head.
I kept your laugh beneath the cold, like something precious I still hold. Didn't mean to, didn't plan, it's just where memories softly ran. Even when the nights grew long, I still heard echoes of our song, now begging me to turn around, just lighting pieces of the ground.
Maybe love is not undone,
just different when the cold has come.
maybe quiet shows us how
we still hold something even now, but we keep in the quietest days, soft as snow on winter days, not burning bright,
not fading fast,
gentle warmth the cold can't pass. What we keep in the quiet lives, now where pain is, where hope survives, even the streets we used to know, with footsteps softened in the snow. No expectation, no regret, just moments I can't quite forget.
I hear your voice when nights get deep, not calling back, just letting me sleep. A comfort in the winter air, a reminder you were there.
Yeah, maybe time just shifts the view. Now what we lost, just what stayed true.
In every quiet winter night, we find the pieces left in light.
What we keep in the quietest days, soft as snow on winter days, not burning bright,
not fading fast,
a gentle warmth.
the cold can't pass.
What we keep in the quiet lies, now where pain is, where hope survives. Even if we walk apart, you still breathe somewhere in my heart. Maybe love can change its form,
A steady pulse instead of warmth,
maybe what we share remains,
a softer truth beneath the pain.
and in the quiet we still know
Some things melt slow,
melt slow. What we keep in the quiet stays leaving a cold, soft and honest in its way, soft and way.
winter through the
Tender
the
part,
stillness where we feel the heart.
we keep it quietly.
Winter knows my name by now, whispers it through every bough. Soft as footsteps in the snow, calling places I still go. The cold has learned my quiet ways, how I fold into the slower days, how I breathe like letting go, how I heal in undertow. And though the night is pale and wide, I feel the warmth I hold inside, not burning fast, not burning through, just steady, soft, and strangely true. Winter knows my name so well, knows the stories I don't tell, wraps me in the colder air, like saying you're still standing there. Winter knows my name tonight, casts my shadows in its light, and even in the hush and ache, I find the strength I didn't break. I walk past windows lit with gold, families gathered from the cold. And though I walk this road alone, I feel a glow that's all my own. Your memory drifts but not unkind, a gentle mark you left behind, not heavy now, not sharp with pain, something warm I still contain. And maybe healing looks like this, a quieter truth, a softer kiss, a moment slow, a breath reclaimed, a night that finally knows my name. Winter knows my name so well, knows the stories I don't tell, wraps me in the colder air, like saying you're still standing there. Winter knows my name tonight. knows the pages where I fell, and gently through the frozen air, it tells me I'm still getting there. Yeah. Winter knows me, and somehow I'm okay with that. Cold night, but it feels honest. Feels like winter's got its hands on me.
The way winter holds me close, colder nights but warmer ghosts. Every breath a little slow, every truth a little bold. I walk the streets we used to roam, snow collecting like a poem. And though your footsteps aren't near mine, I hear their echo in the spine. And maybe that's just how it is. The cold reminds me what I miss, but also shows me where I stand. Hands in pockets, heart unmanned. The way winter holds me now, soft and quiet, showing how even when the nights get long, I still remember being strong. The way winter keeps me still, not to break me but to fill all the spaces left inside with something warm I learned to hide. Your shadow moves along the glass, a fading film of what we passed. Not haunting me, not pulling through, just part of me I once knew. And though the frost keeps brushing near, it meets the warmth you left here. A memory that doesn't drown, just settles gently sitting down. And maybe healing learns to breathe in empty rooms on winter's eve. Not loud, not bright, not rushing in, just soft enough beneath the skin. The way winter holds me now, soft and quiet, showing how even when the nights get long, I still remember being strong. The way winter keeps me still, not to break me but to fill all the spaces left inside with something warm I learned to hide. And if the morning brings the thaw, I'll face the warmth without the awe. But if the cold decides to stay, I'll move with winter anyway. The way winter holds me close, knows the ache I know the most. But through the frost and through the gray, I find a softer part today. Yeah. Winter holds me, but I'm holding back.
If I breathe slow enough, it doesn't hurt. Yeah. Winter understands. I keep the lights a little low, let the quiet help me grow. Every shadow in this room feels like comfort, not like gloom. I'm learning how to sit with me, how to hold what used to be. Not pushing back, not running far, just staying soft where memories are. And maybe love can shift its shape, not to vanish, just escape the edges where the pain once lay, to places soft enough to stay, soft enough to stay tonight. Even in this fragile light, I don't need the fire high, just a glow that doesn't die. Soft enough to stay inside, where the cold can override. Every breath a quiet way to tell myself I'm still okay. There's a tenderness I found, growing slow in frozen ground. Not a flame, but something true, a warmth I didn't think I knew. Your name no longer calls me back, but gently fills the things I lack. A whisper when my guard is down, a kindness moving through the sound. And maybe this is how I heal, by letting winter show me real, not rushing anything away, just holding what feels soft today. Soft enough to stay tonight, even in this fragile light. I don't need the fire high, just a glow that doesn't die. Soft enough to stay inside, where the cold can override. Every breath a quiet way to tell myself I'm still okay. Some love fades like melted snow, some love learns a different glow, and what we keep is never lost, just softened by the winter frost. Soft enough to stay, I find pieces of my quiet mind, and in the hush of winter's hue, I stay soft enough for you, soft enough for me too.
Snow is melting on the pane, light is learning my heart again. Every shadow steps aside, making room for what survived. I'm not the same as yesterday. Winter changed me in its way, softened edges, open space, left the truth I couldn't face. And maybe healing isn't loud, just quieter than any crowd. A steady breath, a small release, a tiny moment filled with peace. When morning learns my name again, I'll rise with everything I've been. Not perfect now, but still made whole. A warmer hand, a lighter soul. When morning learns my name out loud, I'll stand my ground without the shroud. The night was long, the cold was real, but here I am, and I can feel. The moments that were true, not just the ones that held me blue. The laughter deep, the quiet ache, all the ways we didn't break. Winter held me in its arms, not to hurt me but disarm. Showed me where the warmth still stays, buried under colder days. And maybe love just shifts its form, a steady pulse instead of warm, a tender echo, soft and kind, a place I visit in my mind. When morning learns my name again, I'll rise with everything I've been. Not perfect now, but still made whole. A warmer hand, a lighter soul. When morning learns my name out loud, I'll stand my ground without the shroud. The night was long, the cold was real, but here I am, and I can feel. And if the day decides to shine, I'll meet it with an open mind. But if the cold decides to stay, I'll walk with winter anyway. When morning learns my name anew, I'll greet the world in softer hues. A quiet strength I couldn't fake, a piece of me I had to make. And I'm fine.